friends, welcome to my channel. It is 11:10 Sunday night. So it's going to be Monday in another 45 minutes. So yeah, post shower I just gave an update how I wash my hair. It looks tedious. See, if I'm living in a summer country which has got such a summer season, right? So I can afford to have this sort of a lifestyle, okay? And it's fine. If you're living in a cold country, I'm sure you cannot do all these things. And then I'm eating all sorts of charts and all that, and I'm enjoying it. I'm doing things quite differently, so maybe I'm enjoying things like काफ़ी सारी चीज़ें since I used to not eat from outside, and now I'm trying different stuff. See, look at this. Oh, I could have had momos. Maybe tomorrow. Chicken momos. I like that Nepali tomato chutney. It's really nice. See my hair. I'm just combing in front of you people so that I'll have an idea. I never use a blow dryer. I don't know why people use blow dryer on their hair. I seen these Japanese people taking head bath and then they're coming with that blow dryer and just blowing their hair. In the night, who will bother? Just comb your hair wet. I mean, with a towel first, dry it properly, so all that dripping water goes off, and then just leave it like this. Comb your hair and just leave it like this. But they'll keep blow drying it, so your hair will become very dry. Your scalp will become very hot. Your head will become very hot. I don't know what kind of a. Some of the things are like I just want to say stop. Don't I never ever blow dry my hair. Never ever. Only when they go to a salon and when they blow dry it, that's the only blow dry. I don't own a. I don't know whether there might be a blow dryer in my. I've never even looked at it. So that way, see. I was checking my photographs of last year, and oh God, I was how many kgs? I was 62, 64 kgs in the month of May 2004, because I was down south and too many functions, and the eating habits over there is only like the main function over there is main thing over there is just eating and eating and eating, and whatever you eat is like there is, as I said, there is no exercise. Everything you just you're just at like the lifestyle is, I don't know, very strange lifestyle it is. You're eating 3 times 4 times in a day. Though I used to try to avoid not eating in the night, but the food is so rich, as I said, from morning to evening is something. As I said, there are a lot of get-togethers, functions, events every single day. Especially it begins from April, May, because before the rainy season, because there's a downpour, there's a lot of rains down south. So generally there are not many functions or events, hardly, maybe due to unavoidable circumstances. So they don't keep any events or function during that time. So as many functions they can cram up during April and May, they do that. So it becomes like what people attend it. They travel, because as I said, they don't travel by bus, and they have a vehicle only then, because the distances are very very far off. So yes, now everybody has a car, mostly Yeah, I don't remember. As I said, so when you have a car, you can travel as much as you can, or a two wheeler. Otherwise, who has the patience? Some of them are like so far away, 50, 40, maybe for you people 40, 50 kilometers. And when the you should see the road, they're long winding roads, they're on the mountain and all that kind of thing. So it is not like one straight road and highway, not like America or Europe. There's just one topography and you're just moving on. It's like all these hills, mountains, valleys, like all the time. It's that kind of a topography in the interiors, forests. Sometimes you'll only see a stretch of forest, like these big trees, and surprisingly there'll be houses and scattered houses. You'll find houses, like that's a strange part of it, but you will find houses. It's not exactly, I can't call it a forest because it's greenery, right? It's full of greenery. There are rivers, bridges, a lot of mountainous. It's like mountain. I can't call it mountainous, but yes, there are a lot of hills and mountains. Hills, small hills. So you can understand how it is over there. A lot of these plantations are there, na? These cash crops, betel nuts and all that. So a lot of plantations, not so much of a rice paddy fields. Earlier there used to be a lot of paddy fields, so they turned it into this cash crops. So there are hardly people rice farming over there now down south. Earlier you could only see paddy fields, paddy fields, paddy fields. And people used to eat fish locally. Whatever is there, the stream is there, pond is there, or well, whatever fish is available around. Like now, it's called a sweetwater fish. And you have to go to the coastal side, like Mangalore city or something, that side, to eat seawater fish, saltwater fish. So there are like these huge fish markets on the roadside, and they're practically quite expensive, huh? But people eat it. People eat surmai and all this prawns and all. You'll get all kinds of fishes. But as I said, you need to go to the like interiors. Sorry, in the coastal sides, because most of these my relatives are staying in the interiors. They have a local fish market, but if you want fresh, like as in say, even in the fish market there is fresh fish. But people, as I said, when they go to the town side or they go to so they buy in bulk from there, because that's a port, right? Mangalore is a port. It's a navy base. It's a navy base, naval shipping. Like my hair, it looks nice and bouncy. I really want to do this hair care thing with people. I don't know about, I cannot talk about other countries, but Asian countries, especially this, my own country and neighboring countries, I know what kind of hair they have. So based on that, I can be of a good help. I'm sure that me and my neighboring countries have access to local products. I'm sure they are also having some sort of a, shikakai and neem and rita. can't get that name. Avla. It's all these things are there. Indian gooseberry. मेरी ख्यालों की मल्लिका मेरी ख्यालों की मल्लिका चारों तरफ तेरी छैया रे थाम लिया कि भैया. Okay, today in the morning when I was walking from Pond Park, this the naughty song came into my head. It is like बॉलीवुड का गाना है, मैं सुना देती हूँ. शादी की है हमने तो हनीमून चाहिए. शादी की हमने तो हनीमून चाहिए. महल नहीं छोटा सा एक रूम चाहिए. इट इज सो क्रिंजी कॉनी हॉनी जो भी है. इट इज सो क्रिंजी बट दिस इज 1992. I think this movie called Honeymoon, and there was Varsha Uskavkar and Rishi Kapoor in his oversized sweaters or jumpers. I don't know, he looked so fat and so out of place, and he used to be the main lead with all the young women. And I remember this was a scene where it is a night scene where they take that luggage and in their hand and they're singing this song सड़क के ऊपर. शादी की हमने तो हनीमून चाहिए. महल नहीं. ये साल कैसा रहा ओए रब्बा मेरी बदल गई चाल. जावेद इज टेलिंग मी शांति ये है ना, दिस इज़ फाइन. यहाँ तुम गोरी हो फिर बाकी सब काला है. आई सेड या आई एग्री विद यू. इट्स बिकॉज मैं सन टैन हो गई, मैं सन में घूम रही थी. सो मैं वैसी ही दिखूँगी ना. देन ही इज टेलिंग मी ये लाइटनिंग क्रीम है, ये लगाने से ठीक हो जाएगा. एंड बोला ठीक है, नेक्स्ट टाइम आई टेक इट. फर्स्ट लेट मी टेक द लिपस्टिक्स. People are so, we women are so insecure about our looks. It is so easy to fool us with cosmetics. See, today I'm still having a good color on my face, though I was in the sun early morning at Pond Park, literally. So I want to tell women that don't be so insecure about your look. Have confidence. Okay, if you're dark, it's okay. Yeah, I'm dark. I went out in the sun. My feet is getting. And he's telling me your feet. Actually, you want. Then he was telling me what he was telling me. Do you need waxing? I said I don't wax my feet. He's saying no, it looks waxed. I said I don't know. I've never bothered about it. I don't wax my hands and legs. I stopped. I said the last time I did waxing was 2019. After that, I didn't. And anyway, even my mom didn't have much. In fact, she had very beautiful skin. That comes from my grandmother's side, because my grandmother, my mother's mom, was from a very wealthy background. But then she, as I said, in olden days they used to get married to anybody who's they didn't mind. So my grandfather was poor. But my mother's mother, my grandmother, my nanny, was from a very well-to-do background, from a very high pedigree, as they say, na. So that way, when you're high pedigree, everybody is white. You're like this fair kind of a person. That obsession with Indians and that fair skin is so crazy because. But unfortunately or unfortunately, we, the grandchildren, are of all different colors and sizes, like dark. Some of them are fair, but generally 80% of them are brown or dark brown, or you can say almost dark colored. 80% of our grandchildren. So 20% of them are like fair. I am on the brown, light brown shade. And then that depends upon about on my uncle and aunties whom they've married. Like some of them have married really dark guys, like dark females. So naturally, even they will become, their children will become mixed, right? Even my father's side, I'll tell you, my father's mother, that is my grandmother, my dadi ji was from a very rich background. She, in fact, she was so well to do. I remember my grandfather was a ghar jamai. I think she was this crazy female, this, because she was well to do. So she had this eccentric habits. I think so she was. I think way back in 88, she was 88 years old. So can you imagine how old and ancient she'll be? So I think my dad was born to her when she was around 45 years old or something of that sort. Like she was in her early 40s or 45 years old, something of that sort. So she had a last child, my grandmother, my dadi. My bua was born to her 6 years after. So she was born when she was almost 49, 50 years old. Yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes. So all of them are so ancient. Some of them, I look at my father's side relatives now, they're like ancient, like they're like Noah, Abraham ke zamane ka. I can't even relate to them. They're like this old and really not in touch with, you can say 98% of them really not in touch. Maybe handful of them, they're 5%, that also just very rarely. Yeah, mother's side, yes. You know how these ladies, they love their मायके का, मुंह नहीं छूटता है उनको. People are partial. So my granny used to be my grandfather, and they used to be joint family. I hope you understand. And which my father's side, I think, yeah, she. So they had quite big land, a lot of land, which of course my father didn't take any of his share. There was a lot of land. एंड उसमें फॉरेस्ट भी आता है, माउंटेन भी आता है एक कुछ, तो वैसा क्या फ़र्क पड़ता है, कोई नहीं है वहाँ पर अभी. सम ग्रैंड चिल्ड्रन आर देयर फ्रॉम माई ताऊ जी साइड. सो लाइक कोई नहीं, nobody is doing any farming or anything of that sort. Everybody is abroad and they're just there, a house and a land. Everybody got their share. Recently that eldest auntie, she must be in her 90s or something, she passed away. She was the biggest bahu of the house. So whatever वो करती थी वो चलता था, like she had a strong hold. So when she was younger, I think वो था ना सास बहू का, एंड जब मेरी वो दादी बूढ़ी हो गई तो ये उसके सर पे जाके बैठ गई. In joint family it's like this, all this politics happens. It's a common thing. It's a common thing. If people pretend that joint family is fun, no, there's a lot of politics happening all the time. So तो जो बड़ी होती है ना, वो ज़्यादा ही कुछ खेल खेलती है. जैसे आई रिमेम्बर माई ताऊ जी वॉज वेरी क्वाइट एंड वेरी लो प्रोफाइल पर्सन, वेरी लविंग एंड काइंड. बट उसकी जो बीवी थी ना, वो बॉसी, डोमिनेटिंग. ठीक है, वो भी ओके थी, बट आई थिंक शी वाज ऑन द डार्कर साइड. So you will see pairs like this, like the husband will be like fair and the woman will be very dark, and sometimes the woman will be fair, very fair, and the man will be very dark, like literally dark. So it's very weird combination, That's the reason why these kind of combinations will get this kind of light brown color. Even among the siblings, you'll see some of them very fair and some of them very dark, because earlier people used to have couple of children. 7, 8 was average. 8 is average, more or less. And then when they came in the 70s, there's 4 children. Then 80s, 3 children. By 90s, there were only 2 children. And now there's only 1 child. And in coming days, there'll be no children. So why are we shying away from childbirth? I have no idea. I myself don't have any idea. Earlier people used to get married when they were 13, 14 years old. So by the time they were like 35 years old, they were already grandmothers. Because even their daughter used to get married and have children. And by the time they were 50, their grandchildren used to get married. Yes, it's a fact. It's a fact. Like I remember there was this song in Konkani. They'll be like, "12 sarun maka tera lali kazar karge maka mai." Means the girl is telling, I am 12 years old, I'm going to be 13 years old, and now get me married. Yeah, the song is actually there, and they sing it during the weddings. They sing this. Sometimes they sing this. Sometimes mostly they sing this song during the weddings. 12 sarun maka tera lagli mai. Kazar karge maka, means the girl is requesting the mother, please get me married. I'm 13 years old. It is a fact. I'm talking about the 30s, 40s, 50s. By the time in the 60s, they increased the age by 15, 16, 17. So my aunties, I think they got married when they were 16, 17. Yeah. By 16, 17, almost 16, 17, by 18, 19, they are mothers. There's no way out. Even my cousins of my Badi Masi are actually married at the age of 16 and 17. My cousins, 16, 17, 18, 19, yeah, they were all married. Of my पहले दो मासी की बेटियाँ, yes, yeah. So now they have such big children. Like they'll be 60 years old and their children will be around 40 or something, or 42. Interesting, right? But this is the culture. I'm very tired. I don't know whether I'm hungry. Maybe I'm hungry. I cannot feel the hunger. But I'm really tired, so I'll upload it right now. Fresh from the oven. Like my hair, please comment and tell me. Take care. Bye.